The cruelty of keep trying. Just keep trying, and you'll get what it is that you want. Just keep doing the same thing over and over, and sooner or later, you'll get what the world tells you that you'll get, and you'll be happy. And there's some ultimate fairy tale ending that goes on happily ever after. Well, we all know what that is. Nonsense. Listen, y'all. I had this channel for almost 3 years, and I have come to the ultimate conclusion, the ultimate realization. I know that I'm not gonna hardly have any subscribers. You know, the almost 400 subscribers I have now, very few watch, very few listen. And I appreciate those who listen, and those who watch, and those who are here and come here. But you know what? There's nothing I can tell you. There's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing I can say. I know that very, very few people are going to be here. I know that very few people are going to understand. And you know what? I don't blame people. I don't blame nobody. Because I know how this world is. I've been here long enough. I went through enough things. I seen enough things. And you know, I can't bullshit myself here, y'all. I really can't do it. I just cannot lie to myself. And you know what? I have been lying to myself. I'm not this guy that I try to make myself to be. Because in reality, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm just desperately holding on by a thread to have something to live for. You know, and I'll be honest, the only thing that I even get some satisfaction out of is my music, is my writing, is my art. But you know what? I don't even hardly put that out. And the reason that I don't put it out is because I know that people, yes, there's some people that might relate to it and might like it. And might say, hey, that's a great song, or wow, I never heard anything like that before. But it's like that doesn't even, I appreciate that, but it's just, listen, y'all. When you get to this point in your life where this nihilism bullet hits you square, dead center in the middle of your forehead, you'll understand what I mean exactly. You know, you tell people, keep trying to find the girl of your dreams. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. The quicker you can get that in your head, the quicker you will free yourself from this demented fantasy that these things are going to somehow make you happy. Now listen, let's just say that you find the girl for you and you both get along and you both click. And this is for men and women. I'm talking for men and women alike. I'm not just talking for men and I'm not just talking for women. Say that you get in this thing where you're with the person 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Sooner or later, one of you is going to die before the next person. And then you're going to be left by yourself. You're going to be left just worrying and saying, why did this happen? And oh God, why did this happen to me? And it's the same story all throughout history. And just let's talk about history a little bit here. Has history not taught any of you anything? Has it not taught any of us anything at all? Look at Adolf Hitler. Look at Joseph Stalin. Look at every single man, Alexander the Great, all the emperors, Nero, and all these corrupted emperors. These men had everything that you can have. Everything. But yet their power corrupted them absolutely. And what are we still striving for? These bullshit, these spiritual gurus that tell you if you just keep practicing this type of spirituality that you're gonna somehow become some spiritual giant and it's just gonna solve all your problems. And well, no, not really. They don't say it'll solve all your problems, but they think that they have an answer for you. Listen, my friend, I wish you the best health in life. I wish you the best sex in life. I wish you the best meals in life. I wish that when you wake up and you drink that cup of coffee, that it's the best cup of coffee that you drink. And I'm sorry if you can hear this stupid refrigerator in the background, but thank you, refrigerator. You keep me alive because I eat the food in it, so I can't bitch too much. But let me tell you something, my friends. You can win the battles in life. You can win the battles in life. You can eat healthy. You can exercise. You can have a good, strong heart. You can be mentally stable. You can have, all the material goods. But in the end, you cannot win the war. And listen, I know how we think as humans. This is a very, very, very nihilistic message. But you know what? I am not going to bullshit myself any further. I am not going to lie to myself anymore. I am done. Listen to my voice. I am done wearing the mask. I am done putting on the facade for people. I am done. I don't want it no more. It's not me. That's why I did the video about this stuff is graveyard. All this mainstream shit that people put out, all this music that is being pumped into the youth's ear, and every time I go outside my damn building and I hear this shit blaring in someone's system, I just, I listen and I walk by and I just say, my goodness, if only this person knew. If only they knew just how I don't even know what to even call it or say about it. But everything, just everything is ridiculous. The news is ridiculous. It's bullshit propaganda. They're constantly lying. It's just a mishmash of just a pile of shit. Like in the movie Jurassic Park, when you see that big hot steaming pile of dinosaur shit, that's what politics, that's what the news, that's what presidents and so many other things. I can't sit here and think of every little thing off the top of my head. But it's just a lie. We have been lied to, brothers and sisters. You have been conditioned. You have been brainwashed. You have been indoctrinated. Ever since you came out the womb, you have been told this shit. And I hear people that say, I'm ugly. Whoever told you that you're ugly? And you believed it. You just believed it because someone told you that you're ugly. Well, you know what? Fuck them and what they think. Because in reality, you know what I am? I am a rebel. I am a rebellious spirit. Fuck the system. Fuck the news and what they broadcast every day. Fuck this money system and having to go to a job and work your bone to the gristle. Slaving every day at a job that you can't even you can't even stand it. You don't even want to get up. Now, I'm not saying this is for every one of y'all. I'm not saying this is for every one of you. This video might not be, this speech might not be for every one of you. And do I do this to get you depressed and to get you down and out and to get you more confused than what you already are? No, I don't do it for that. I do it because this is reality. This is real. This is what really goes on. But we just don't want to admit it to ourselves because we're scared of what the world and what our friends and what our family and what everyone else will think. And listen, yes, I am having a midlife crisis at 35 years old. A big time nihilistic midlife crisis. And I know this will all be over soon. All that I want to focus on is my music. All that I want to focus on is speaking what needs to be spoke from my angle for other brothers and sisters to relate, and then you can Take that with you through the day. And if you have to let something out yourself, get over this fear bullshit, y'all. You know, I hear a lot of stuff, and it is just your own fear that is controlling you. Fuck your fear. Say, fuck you, fear. Now, we all have to have a tiny bit of fear so that we don't put our hand on a stove. This is just common sense shit that you already know. You know not to go across the street without looking both ways. Yes, you need that type of fear. But this whole fear of worrying and so many other things that bring fear in our daily lives, worrying about everything. Is this gonna happen? Is that gonna happen? Am I gonna have people watch my videos? Am I gonna get more subscribers? Am I gonna get through this day feeling the way that I think that I should feel? It's just every day, this worry and these thoughts. And it's like, why? We have one life to live. And even though I know most of you, many of you, you're like me sometimes, most of the time, maybe all the time. You don't even want to get out of the bed. You don't even want to lift your head off of the fucking pillow. You don't want to open your eyes. You don't even want to see daylight anymore. You just want it to be over. You don't want to do anything. And listen, I know what that is to the core, to the pit of the depths of hell with this type of thinking. I have been through my own hell. I have went through hell on earth. I know what hell on earth already is. So for, this whole thing with, there's an afterlife, and if you were bad, you're going to hell, and if you were good, you're going to heaven. I can't even go for that shit anymore. That has I don't even think about it anymore. Honestly, I don't even think about it. But you know what? Even though I don't agree, or it just doesn't have any impact on me anymore. Like it used to, like sacrifice, like someone sacrificing their life for another person. If there is any such thing as sacrifice, this is me sacrificing myself and telling you what I really think about all this shit, because I would like to think that it might just help you a bit in all of this insanity. You see, I know that I am not the magic pill for you. I know that I am not the answer for you. I know that I am not the resolution. I'm just another guy that is talking and telling you stuff. But you know what I ain't? I ain't another bullshitter. I ain't another man or woman on these outlets talking all this shit saying, oh, watch my webinar and watch my 2-part series on how to do this and all that. It's just nonsense. It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. These people are not even being honest with themselves. They're selling you a dream. They're selling you feel good things. They're selling you something to keep you hanging on, to keep you trying to do something, to keep you fighting against this life. You cannot win the war, my friends. You can win the battles, yes. You can win the battles. I'm not saying that you can't. But there's so many bullshitters out here. There's so many spiritual teachers out here that are teaching all this spiritual nonsense. And it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. If you are a quote, if you see yourself as a quote spiritual person, that is something, that is your private matter. That is something that you keep to yourself and you do when you're by yourself and with yourself. If that's something you have to do for yourself, it is not for anybody but yourself. Do you understand that? All these spiritual things that everybody's spewing out like a toxic landfill at everybody. You know, they're telling you just keep doing this thing. Just keep doing this and this will happen. You know, you'll be enlightened if you keep doing this. Listen, this word enlightenment, all that means to the core is to know yourself. And when you know yourself, and when you know how this world and this life really is, and you can't bullshit yourself any further, and you can't lie to people, you are automatically going to be labeled as a black sheep, an outcast, someone that is different from everybody. And I've always been that. And I realized all these years when I was younger and in my teens and even in my 20s, I was desperately trying to fit in where I did not belong. And I was trying to look cool by the music that I was, you know, rapping and singing about. And I was trying to look so cool and so tough doing all these things. And look how many people, just look how many people are like this. It's just common sense, logical stuff. If you don't already know this, then you don't want to know what this is. You want to see, you want to live how everybody else lives. But I can't blame a lot of you because we lie to ourselves every day. It's almost like we have to lie to ourselves sometimes in order to do the things that we don't want to do, but we have to lie to ourselves to do because that's what everybody else is doing. That's what the world is saying. That's what's cool. That's what's trending. That's what everybody's doing. So I'm going to do it too. You know, I'm going to be a brown nose and I'm going to stick my nose right where everybody else sticks it. And I understand that too. I understand that because I was that too. So I can't really blame them either. This isn't about blaming. This is just about telling if there really is a God, the God's honest truth. If there's a God, then God strike me dead. Give me a heart attack. Let me croak right now if any of what is coming off of my lips is a lie. Now, these other people, they'll tell you all this shit and then they'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm just being truthful and I'm a good man," and then all this shit. It's anyone who has to convince you remember I told you this. Anybody who has to convince you who they are or why they are doing what they're doing, or they have to convince you to be a part of what it is that they are doing, they are false. They are deceiving you. They are a lie. And here's all that I can say, and here's what I'm going to end with. In this life, all that you can do is reach out to relatable people. But in the end, you're still going to be by yourself. Reaching out and venting and maybe talking about something is just for a time. It's a tool that helps you and I. That's it. It's not something to get stuck on. It's not something to get attached to. It's just something to keep venting and talking about. Because I know what that's about too, getting attached. And you think that you keep needing someone or something. And I know how all this is. I know how all this is. I've been through it thousands and thousands of times. I have relived this over and over and over. I know the epitome of monotony. I know the epitome of monotony. I am, because I lived monotonous things. I did things, and I know a lot of you have too. But I've been everywhere. I have been religious. I have been a, quote, Christian. I have read the teachings of the Bible and Jesus. I have looked into other religions. I have looked into all these spiritual things. I have looked into astrology. I have looked into philosophy. I have looked into World War I, World War II, Vietnam, the Gulf War, Civil War, way back with the emperors. What has history taught you? Look at what we're still doing as humans. Just look at the shit that we are still doing. We have not learned to this day. And how fucking long have humans been around? And we are still foolish humans. Men are foolish to the heart, to the core. We are corrupt. We are liars. That's what we are. There is no freedom in a lie. There is no freedom in putting on a mask or a facade. There is no freedom in that. This is freedom. Being the black sheep and the outcast is freedom. Being the rebel is freedom. That's where freedom is. And I'm not saying that that freedom is always going to be peaches and cream either. But it's the only freedom I know. So, with that, there's never no way to end anything. You know, it's like the Energizer Bunny. It just keeps going and going and going. And one day the battery will run out. Now the battery is, midway through its life, and it is what it is, and I'm going to speak about what it is, and I'm never going to stop that. And if there is some other destiny or dimension or reality after this, and there is some type of creator, or there isn't a creator, then I did what I could do to be as honest as I could possibly be with you, the one listening, with myself, and with everything in life. And I have a lot more stuff to vent out. This isn't it. This is just one little tiny part of my life. There's so man. There's just so much stuff. I haven't even got to the tip of the iceberg yet, and I'm just done. I'm done fooling myself. I'm done. I'm just done. I already said I died long ago, y'all. Long ago. And I'm just here and I'm just speaking and I'm telling you how it really is. And that's what it is. So I ain't gonna tell you to, go to my PayPal and donate to me. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe. I'm not gonna tell you to like my video. I'm not gonna tell you any of that. If you want to do those things and you think you need to do those things, then you will. Plain and simple. Thanks, y'all. Later.